You better learn your place. You're not really gay. Look at your hair. You're supposed to wait until I approach you. To the butch patriarchy, struggle, and mash. My epiphany occurred, searing my consciousness. I came to an abrupt halt in my porch doorway. I had a responsibility. The first one came when she was 17. She rang me and announced that she wanted to befriend me because she could learn how to move in the world. Why are you calling me? How did you get my number? I can't even sit with you over cocktails. She still calls me mom, and she is now in her 40s. I began to learn that the butch patriarchy could be no different than the heteronormative, stalwart men relegating me to behind the scenes, bottom girl, or trophy wife. I found my people at a Grateful Dead concert at Fillmore West. Lipstick lesbian was written on the bathroom wall in a stall with a phone number. I called. We were a room of feminine men and women, cleavage out, manicured nails, hair billowing or sculpted. My people. For added interest, we learned how to use feathers, cuffs, and not leave bruises. I filed those tidbits for future reference. It was opening night for an organization that would gain renown and burn down at the hands of men who feared the feminine. Pam won her children in a landmark case after leaving her husband and falling in love with her married best friend. She raised 2 sons, rug wrestling them into submission when they thought they were man enough to run her household. She scrutinized how I moved in heels, could chain smoke while polishing her nails and giving guidance to her grandkids on the phone. I figured it out, he said. You're like a heat-seeking missile. I've watched you find the struggling, depressed, injured, hiding in corners, isolated, and alone. I moved through an exhibit where I had been docent, winding through glass cases and ceiling-high panels, ear to the sky. I heard quiet sobbing. I circled until I found him, long hair falling over his huddled shoulders. I crawled in on the floor. Why are you here? They said I was too feminine, that I needed to butch it up. They called me sissy, faggot. I can't be any other way. No, we can't. I was marching in the Pride Parade behind youth who carried the banner, hands up, we waved to the cheering crowds. That was my job once, out front. I mused again about my responsibility to support. I was jerked from the pavement, dragged along the street by my forearm. The throng parted as the policeman, hand on his gun, baton swaying, dragged me to an open gate. What the fuck, man? What are you doing? You don't belong here. I was trying to glimpse how far my float was, how far I needed to run to catch up. Finding them as they moved out of sight kept me motivated. Hey, man, I'm gay. I'm exactly where I belong. Who are you to tell me I don't belong here? Are you arresting me? I was shrieking at the top of my lungs as I spun in my tennis shoes, running along the perimeter to find my group. Waving to the crowds, I jumped in, shaking, remembering the gleam in this policeman's eyes as he thought he could choose my life for me, abusing his badge, trying to terrorize me with an impending flogging by nightstick. Surely I had made a mistake. Surely I was caught up in something I didn't understand. We may not know tools or which crop or wear perceived masculine shoes, but we move in the world as feminine presenting. Hey, which one is the man? You can't be lesbian. You don't belong here. You say you're bi? Make up your mind. We have. They call me mother. I've never given birth. My ovaries never understood their job. I never wanted kids, and I don't have toddler experience, goofy grins and grimy snacks, lunging around, taking first steps. I have become mother encourager. Since I am 19, I have moved through the world in ponytails and heels, explaining, if needed, that I am different too. I thought the patriarchy was elsewhere. I thought we would all be feminist. Can I talk to you? Thank you.